Particulate nature of matter. All matter is made up of tiny, indivisible particles, which can be atoms, molecules, or ions. These particles are always in motion and are responsible for the physical and chemical properties of substances. Evidence for the particulate nature of matter. Diffusion. This is the movement of particles from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. A common example is when perfume is sprayed in one part of a room and its scent spreads throughout the room. This happens because the gas particles move randomly and mix with the air. Brownian motion. This is the random movement of tiny particles suspended in a fluid, liquid or gas. When viewed under a microscope, these particles appear to move in a zigzag manner. This motion occurs because the suspended particles are constantly being hit by the faster-moving particles of the fluid. Basic terms. Atom. An atom is the smallest part of an element that can take part in a chemical reaction. Atoms cannot be seen with the naked eye and are made up of subatomic particles like protons, neutrons, and electrons. Molecule. A molecule is made up of two or more atoms chemically joined together. The atoms can be of the same element, like OI2, or of different elements, like H2O. Ioning. An ion is a charged particle formed when an atom gains or loses electrons. When an atom loses electrons, it becomes a positively charged ion, K-ion. When it gains electrons, it becomes a negatively charged ion, anion. Chemical combination. Chemical combination refers to the process by which two or more elements or compounds come together to form a new substance. The atoms involved in this process usually achieve a more stable electron configuration. Types of chemical bonds. Ionic bond. This bond is formed when one atom, usually a metal, transfers one or more electrons to another atom, usually a non-metal. The atom that loses electrons becomes a positively charged ion, while the one that gains electrons becomes a negatively charged ion. The attraction between the opposite charges forms the ionic bond. An example is the combination of sodium and chlorine to form sodium chloride, NaCl. Covalent bond. A covalent bond is formed when two non-metal atoms share electrons. This sharing allows each atom to attain a full outer shell. Common examples of covalent compounds include water, H2O, methane, CH4, and oxygen gas, O2. Metallic bond. This occurs in metals, where atoms share a sea of free electrons that move throughout the structure. This type of bonding explains the high conductivity and malleability of metals like copper and iron. Importance of chemical combination. It helps atoms to achieve stability. It leads to the formation of new substances with different properties. It explains how substances react and interact chemically.